We are Group 8, and today we will be discussing Chapter 7, which is called Cultural Synthesis, Breaking Barriers, and Defining New Roles. Introduction. Chapter 7 starts off by talking about how La Chicana, which refers to Chicana women in general, have to juggle between two cultures in life, the one at home and the one outside of that. Through perseverance and determination, Chicana women have been able to break old traditions and grow from this. However, this has also brought up more hardships. With the good comes something bad as well. This entire chapter looks into the new evolutions of Chicana women's culture and how it affects different areas, including men, society as a whole, and other things as well. If we take into account what Chicana women go through, then it could improve the way we approach these issues in the future and how we can grow from them as well. Section 1. Poverty and the single female head of household. This section talks about the hardships of single motherhood, specifically women of color like Chicanas. These women often live their lives in poverty because of the staggering amounts of sexism, racism, and class discrimination. This in turn puts boundaries on their opportunities to break free from that cycle. Unfortunately, there isn't much research about women living in poverty who have managed to do just that. Chicana single mothers deal with more issues than others. There's immigration issues, on top of raising kids alone, healthcare problems that sometimes can worsen through U.S. involvement, and media can also create harmful stereotypes and can take away the values of community by promoting materialism, which then leads into consumerism. And there are also problems with consumerism, like I said, such as companies promoting substance abuse, which targets minority groups. The biggest challenge for Chicanas is to escape this and succeed, all while not losing their own identity.
In this section of societal change and cultural blending, it includes traditional Chicana values as they value respect, good health, and family, and they value individuals no matter what race, gender they are. And also, there are sources of social change as they involve urbanization, economical hardships, and the women's and Chicano movement. And also, in this section, there's also language as it is a very huge influence of the culture, although many Chicanos don't speak it. Initially, the term Chicano was viewed as a negative stereotype, but it changed to a reclaimed identity. As mentioned in the chapter, many women saw Chicana as an embarrassment and did reject the label, but essentially saw it as an empowerment. And to continue for this section, there's also cultural blending. As Chicanos interact with Anglo women, some of them have become more individualized and career-oriented, and they reject the assimilation, or they sometimes did internalize the Anglo values. Nonetheless, there are shared values between these both women, as they share some values such as environmental harmony and women empowerment.
Changing gender roles and their impact upon culture. As the Chicana attempts to gain upward mobility by breaking out of the role prescribed to her by her culture and society, the impact on how she is treated by her peers becomes very apparent. When the Chicana ventures outside of her role, many men will react to her with resistance either in blatant or passive ways. A solution to this by Anglo women is to distance themselves from men, but to the Chicana, this idea of distance is as if she's turning her back on her community. This is because both Chicanos and Chicanas believe in unity while fighting for their rights. Due to some bad experiences in school from female Anglo teachers and principals, Chicana women have become very distrusting of Anglo women, believing that their mindsets are individualistic and competitive. And they believe that if they practice these mindsets, this will lead to racist, profit-motivated mentalities in the community. This leads to judgment within the community, as many Chicanas judge women who have dominant mindsets, believing that they're acting like coconuts, brown skin on the outside, and white mentality on the inside. A delicate balance. Access to information leads to social power, leads to cultural change, leads to more access to information. Due to the strong sense of unity many Chicano women have, they feel as though they need to uphold cultural traditions while gaining upward mobility. However, as the Chicana gains greater access to information and opportunities, these cultural structures begin to shift. Although access to information has helped many Chicano women leave abusive relationships or demand better treatment in the workplace, their cultural values still remain deeply important to them, such as having older Chicano women take care of the children while Chicano women leave to work, making Chicano women more firmly into the social fabric of a dominant society.
Chicano male general. The Chicano male was losing the power with the time. One of the reasons is the Chicano males feel to free abandoned children and women. That's because the women need to work more and be a single moms. Other one is that as the Chicano male have internalized more Anglo male values, their sexism manifests itself in numerous ways. That's because the Chicano lost power, money, and control of resources and be separate in the Chicano culture. Some Chicanas, it's worry about happen to the some black male happen with the Chicanos that be discriminate and lost power in the society like men's. Another thing is the Chicano men's try to fix it uh, everything with the Chicana as a feminist.
Closing the decade of the Hispanic. In this section, the author talks about how the Reagan administration negatively affected Chicanos by changes in programs for health, education, aging, and legal aid, and how it caused Chicanos to fall deeper into poverty. Little movement took place in feminist circles regardless of race, and even Anglo women struggled to maintain their feminist communities due to white men being primarily in control. This section also touches upon the Coors Corporation boycott, in which Coors began to pour money into Chicano functions and help fund seminars for Hispanic women. Latinas in the corporate structure. Hispanic businesses were growing quickly, and in the 1970s there were 3.7 million women-owned businesses across the country. However, only 2% of America's top management positions are held by women, and they continue to earn less than their male counterpart. There are more than 54% of female Hispanic entrepreneurs that are home-based due to family demands and career pressures. The picture below is of Charito Crevant, who was the president of Creative Associates. She was one of the recipients of the Women Enterprise Awards given by the Small Business Association and Avon Corporation. While climbing the social ladder may still be the goal for other women, Latinas tend to leave corporate America because they cannot get any higher within the corporate structure due to being a minority with different cultural values. The Hispanic woman must face a multitude of social responsibilities while struggling against the power and control of both Hispanic and Anglo men.
For our 5-minute audience engagement, we decided to make a fun and quick Kahoot game based on our presentation today. Hopefully this is able to refresh your memory on what you learned about our chapter today and really solidify the information we shared. Below you will find the link that will send you straight to the game, and be sure to refer back to the slides if you're stuck, and have fun.